Welcome to the Smiles Are Wild show, brought to you by Pediatric Dental Associates and Orthodontics. We know as parents that taking care of your children's teeth can be overwhelming. That's why every week we will bring you educational content to encourage and empower you. Thanks for joining us. So coming up this Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so we have every year for the past couple of years, we have partnered with some local kids in our area to kind of tell us about that day. And they are part of the Northwest Arkansas MLK Dream Keepers. And we are going to be bringing on Caleb and Maddy Henry. They are students at Fayetteville High School. They are also patients of ours. So we love them. I know their mother. So we've been really blessed to be able to have them around during this time to be able to give us all the information about all the services and all this information that's coming up for this next week. So say hello, Caleb and Maddy.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So we're going to get right into it. We come up with a few questions that we want to kind of go over. I do just want to say that due to just still the numbers with COVID and everything, that every event that they're discussing today is virtual. And at the end of this video, we will be posting a link to be able to find all of the events that they discuss. And we hope that you will join us this year in celebrating the life of Martin Luther King Jr. and all that he did for our country. Now, what we do want to talk about today, and I think Miss Maddy is going to start, is kind of give us an intro on who he was, just in case somebody doesn't know, and then talk about why the day was created.
Yeah, so Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights activist and a powerful leader and spokesperson, especially for the face of the African American community. And we celebrate the day on Monday, because for a lot of people don't know this, but it is his birthday. But we also celebrate it to just dedicate a day to his accomplishments and what he has done for our country. It's also a day filled with community service and a reminder for us to reflect on what are we doing to improve the lives of those around us, how are we serving those around us, and to just remember the powerful tool of love.
That's awesome. That's a really good description. All right. So one of the things we really want to focus on for this video specifically is virtual events that are happening for the Northwest Arkansas community. So I know there's a website, we're going to put that up, but if y'all can just talk about a little bit about those events and how people can find those.
We're going to have our 26th annual recommitment banquet on January 15th at 6 p.m. and it'll be online. You can find more information about that on NWAMLK.org if you would like to see that. And then also on January 17th, on that Monday, we're going to have the Dream Keepers is going to have a youth breakfast at 8 a.m. And that also will be virtually. And I believe you can find that link for that event on the same website.
All right. That sounds awesome. I know that having to do things virtually is a little bit different. I know Dr. King really liked his, the marches and being able to be out there. And so it'll look a little bit different this year, but I think the meaning is the same. So now I know you discussed the breakfast, but can you tell us a little bit about what kind of, like, that's kid friendly, right? Like kids can join. That's probably the better one for kids to join in on. And what time is that one on Monday?
It's at 8 a.m.
At 8 a.m. And that's a virtual breakfast. And then this is going to lead me into, because the Dream Keepers are the ones that run the breakfast, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's y'all's big event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell us a little bit. I know you both have been members of the Dream Keepers for a while. So tell us a little bit more about the Northwest Arkansas MLK Dream Keepers.
We're a community service driven, committee. Basically, our mission statement is, as Dream Keepers, we celebrate and commemorate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through community service, cultural awareness, and a commitment to nonviolence. We do community service at food pantries, homeless shelters. We do holiday cards for the nursing homes in our community, and we also do street cleanups on MLK Boulevard.
Okay, that's great. I know that y'all also try to take a trip every now. Do y'all try to go every year
Yeah,
you
we
can?
tried to, but since COVID, we haven't been able to do it. But I think he's trying to push to let us do it this year if COVID gets down to where it was last summer.
Okay, and y'all take donations for that. So anytime, if anybody out here is interested in donating to their cause, I will definitely put a link up to be able to get donations over to these kids who really are trying to make a difference in our community. But I think it's really important for these children to be able to have an active part in the civil rights movement. I mean, even as things are going on today. So I think it's really cool that we have something like this right here in Northwest Arkansas. I know that there's even an application where you can apply on the site to be able to become a member of the group. I believe it's done through St. James, right? Is it most of your meetings at St. James?
Yes, ma'am. Every second Sunday is at St. James. And we try to keep the age from 12 to 18. But if our leader, Dr. Colbert, Dr. John L. Colbert, if he approves of you, if you're younger than that, then you can join as well.
All right, that sounds awesome. We know Dr. Colbert has done a lot in our community for kids as well, especially in the education department. So one thing that we really strive to do here at PDA&O is really make sure that we are providing an educational piece. So this is really important to us as far as getting the information out there. But we also want to be able to provide for something that parents can do at home. So I asked Madison and Caleb to come up with a few books that would be good for younger children to introduce them to Dr. King's legacy. So Madison, I believe, is going to go over a list of those, and then we will post links to how to get these books. She's going to give a quick summary about the book and the author, and then like I said, we'll post links. Okay. So Madison, you go right ahead, dear.
Okay, I have 3 books to share with y'all. The first one is I Have a Dream, and the book is by Kadir Nelson. And when your kids read this, you'll get a better insight of his speech of I have a dream, and your kids will see how intentional Dr. King was with his words. The second book is Love Will See You Through, Martin Luther King Jr.'s 6 Guiding Beliefs as told by his niece. And this book is by Angela Ferris Watkins. And your kids will just get a closer look at a nonviolent approach against oppression and the powerful tool of love, which is what Martin Luther King Jr. did. And the last book is March On, and your kids will just get a closer look again at what drove MLK and what the songs represented during his marches, and teach the power words.
I think those are perfect. I really like those suggestions. And like I said, we'll put up some links on how you can purchase those books or where you can find those. Again, I just want to thank Caleb and Madison. I know that it's not really hard to take time out of your school schedule to come on here, but we really appreciate it. You had to do some research. You really had to look into the questions and get your answers for them. So as high school kids, I could have never done this at your age. So I really commend you for being able to do this. I know that part of the NWA MLK Dream Keepers is to teach you to do these types of programs and to be able to be comfortable with doing this. So I really appreciate it. I know I will be watching the breakfast online. We'll get that link up as soon as possible. But again, thank you both so much for joining us. And everyone who's watching, thank you again for joining us. We will see you all again next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and go visit us on smilesarwild.com.